Now, let's talk gameplay. Before we get into specifics about units, there are two things that you should know. First, there won't be any units that take up 2 slots in your army. Our next set is about building your team of heroes, and last I checked, you can spell team without Dragon or Colossus. Second, Rammus will, of course, continue to be excluded from TFT.
Hey, Mort.
TFT is simply a better game without a spiky armadillo.
Mort,
What? What, was that the wrong line?
Mort, Rammus is in the set.
Who allowed? I never said Rammus could be in frickin'. Okay, so apparently Rammus is making his TFT debut as a threat to my sanity, but also as one of the powerful units in the all-new threat trait. Turns out our next set isn't all Star Guardians and Sunshine. The threat trait is our first trait that's not really a trait. Threats do not benefit from fielding other threats, and they have no other traits. To compensate, these units are more powerful than other units. You can still field any number of them, which makes them like a good rain boot, splashable and flexible. Next up, we've got the Spatulopolis fan favorite Anima Squad. The first time an Anima Squad unit gets a takedown during combat, they pause to strike a pose for their fans, gaining a stack of fame. Each point of fame gives Anima Squaddies ability power and attack damage that increases at each trait breakpoint. If stacking big numbers like you could with Vhagar and Fates is your game, look no further than Anima Squad. And better yet, Nasus, whose ability Bonk can be upgraded with a hero augment to give it its stacking mechanic all of its own. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes and all heroic alignments. Take Underground, for example. Sure, they may not be the most heroic heroes, always scheming to pull off a big heist, but they get the job done. It just may not be the job you wanted done. The Underground are a group of rapscallions that are perpetually attempting a heist. With each player combat, you will move towards completing your heist, getting 1 progress for a win and 2 for a loss. Each time you hit 7 progress, you and your crew are offered some heist rewards. But it's up to you to take what's offered or to hold out for more powerful rewards. Just make sure you can complete your heist before you get carried away to an unfortunate fate. I can't wait to see how far you can take your heist with the Underground. There are plenty more super squads to uncover, such as the Steadfast Ox Force, that will fight to the bitter end and then some. This crew is led by Gun Maestro and Sad Boy Aphelios, whose custom trait Arsenal allows you to swap between weapons to change his ability. Aphelios' ability isn't the only thing you can customize in our next set. We've also got a customizable trait. Admin allows you to configure the cause and effect of your admin program, aka the trait. With admin, you'll be able to pick a cause, and then you'll be able to pair that cause with an effect. For instance, you can combine at the start of combat with trigger a chance to drop gold to play admin as an econ trait that gives you a gold each round. There are 7 total causes and 7 total effects to choose from. Each effect is balanced around how easy or difficult the cause is to trigger. Admin is an exciting trait for me, not just because it has so many different power levels, but also because it gives players an opportunity to put on their game designer hats when building their comp. Just be careful, if you play admin too long, you may just find yourself getting mort-dogged by yourself. Self-dogged? But this is a set about heroes, and what more heroic traits to talk about than the returning Star Guardian? Like their galaxy's counterparts, Star Guardians interact with mana, but instead of distributing mana to each other, Star Guardians generate more and more mana as you go up in trait breakpoints. This can lead to some wildly explosive fights as the spells start slinging faster and faster. Just look at the chaos.